And now to our top story here this half hour. Defense officials say they are worried about an insider attack from service members involved in President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. Now that concern is prompting the FBI to vet 25,000 National Guard troops coming into Washington, D.C. for the event. Yesterday, armed protesters took up positions in Ohio, Michigan, and a handful of other states. Those protests were small and peaceful. Law enforcement officials in the tri-state area say they are remaining vigilant and not taking any chances. Eyewitness News reporter Howard Monroe has more from Old City.
Independence Mall here remains fenced off and security forces remain intact. This is despite no major security threats.
Right now it's a chess game, and we're in it for the long haul. We're in it, to protect the assets of the Commonwealth.
The tri-state's capitals remain on high alert leading up to President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. In Harrisburg, barricades lined the streets, and National Guard troops, state troopers, and police officers remained on duty in anticipation of crowds that never showed.
We are here to do the right thing. We appreciate Second Amendment rights. We appreciate people speaking their minds, but we also appreciate, doing it in a orderly fashion, not what happened down in Washington at our U.S. Capitol.
Security forces were ramped up as rumors swirled of armed protests being planned for Sunday at all 50 state capitals. In Dover, Chopper 3 captured just 3 demonstrators on a march holding American flags. Meanwhile, in Trenton, downtown was quiet as security forces shut down the area surrounding the Capitol complex.
We don't want to see a repeat of what happened at the U.S. Capitol, and we've asked all hands to be on deck.
All these precautions are to prevent similar scenes as to what happened last week in Washington, D.C., when Congress was stormed and 5 people died, including a Capitol police officer. A local security expert who recently retired from the Philadelphia Police Department says it's best to be over-prepared.
This isn't a time to let your guard down. This is a time to overreact, so to speak, in terms of it's better to have more people working and more locations covered than less. You can always ramp it down, but as you saw last week at the Capitol, it takes a long time, and once a crisis occurs, to ramp it up.
And these additional security forces will remain intact at least through the inauguration on Wednesday. In Old City, Howard Monroe, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.